What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another fresh start, fresh season here at GoodWood Kartways. Today is exhibition, so today is a little special, a little different. Last year I didn't record it just because I kind of want to just, chill out and do my thing, but this year, I don't know, it's not too difficult to record this stuff, so I'm going to just do a quick recording and everything like that. Today's not going to be too hectic, not too special, just exhibition. It's just to get everybody ready for the season and stuff like that. So I haven't driven in like a real long time, especially like indoor go-karts, the ones at like K1. So today I might be a little rusty, we'll see how it goes. I just gotta get really used to the karts, used to the weather, used to the tires, used to like everything just a little bit more, right? Last year I started off pretty hot with the new karts and me just feeling better, feeling more comfortable in the karts. So hopefully we can carry that momentum from last season to this season. We did quite well. I think I did quite well, especially for my second season. So we'll see what we can do. This is our third season, so not that expectations are really high, but they're a little bit higher. I was able to hold my own a little bit last year, so hopefully I can carry that stuff over. Yeah, so it's really excited. The weather is actually pretty nice. A little windy, but that's not too bad. Once I put the race suit on and stuff like that, I won't even notice it. It might be a little warm in the suit because the sun is out and about. As you can see, the sun just came out right now as we're talking about it, so that's kind of funny how that works. Hopefully I'm not getting too washed out right now from the sun, but that's that. Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk too much more. Season's starting, let's get ready. Let's go have some fun today, get used to the kart, and that's pretty much it. So let's get dressed, and I'll see you guys out there for practice number 1. Alrighty, here we are for practice. This is gonna be the only practice of the day because it is exhibition, so they don't really do multiple practices, more of a practice qualifying, and they do a little bit of actually those practices and do a little bit of an explanation of how the day's gonna go, and then the actual qualifying race and stuff like that. But if you're returning, you know that I usually don't show the open lap of either practice, qualifying, or even the race unless something interesting happens. So right there you saw that one guy spun, actually going quite slowly actually too. I think he hit the brakes a little bit too hard. I think he was gradually hitting it, and yeah, he obviously doesn't know like the turn and stuff yet, so he has a lot to learn. And also there's another incident here where somebody spun at turn 4 again. That's gonna be like the biggest culprit if you're like a new member to this racing series at this track. Turn 4 is like your nemesis for the beginning, and especially learning how the brakes and stuff work, because again the brakes are only in the rear, so if you do slam on the brakes, it's essentially like pulling the handbrake, but it's hydraulic, not like a cable driven, so the brakes are much more powerful, so it'll spin you out like immediately if you don't know what you're doing. Which here at the exhibition, which is mainly targeted towards new members, most of us and everyone else don't really know what they're doing. I know for sure if you go back to watch my videos in my first 6-7 races, even including the exhibition, I was spinning out like crazy, just driving terribly. So it takes some time to learn a little bit. Most people who do come here do have some sense of driving, so it really does just take them like a couple races here and there just to understand what's going on with the karts and how like mechanically they work. So that's just kind of a green thing, being new to the sport and new to like go-karting itself. Like I said, I struggled heavily with that, and today, me being back from like, I don't know how long this would have been for me go-karting last, a couple months, maybe 4 or 5 months at least, maybe a bit more since I last go-karted. So you can tell like a lot of my lines are off, like even right there, I should be right on the apex there. I was like, what is an apex? Nowhere even near it. Turn 5 I actually started doing much better, which is kind of funny because that's where I struggled a lot last year. But me having a couple races under my belt this season already, I am getting a lot more comfortable driving, hitting turn 5 and stuff like that. So it's been pretty good. I'm excited for the season. This is practice done right here and there. So let's finish that up and go to the qualifying after. Alright, so we just finished up practice. So the way they explained it is we're not going to have 2 practice sessions. We're going to have 1 practice session for everybody, and then we have to meet at the top of the hill near like where the podium place is, and we're going to do a quick little brief of, because this is for all the beginners technically. I just show up because I want, to get myself ready for the actual season, but this is technically for beginners, so they're going to explain like the flags and how qualifying is going to work, how the race is going to work, formation laps I'm assuming. So they're going to do all that little stuff. So we're only going to get 1 practice session just because of that, which is fine. It is what it is. That's the nature of what this event specifically is for. But then after that, we're going to jump into qualifying and then do a race. Again, all worth nothing. It is just exhibition. It is practice, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, practice felt good. The kart is crazy grippy. I could not believe the amount of grip I had in that kart. I kind of threw me off a bit. First literally opening lap of practice, I guess the guys in front of me were newer, so they didn't know like braking and gas and stuff like that. So they were really like footing it, and I was kind of blowing right past them. I almost hit the guy going into turn 4 because I didn't expect him to slow down that much. With that grip, I did not expect to turn in like that, so a lot of the turns I wasn't turning in enough, stuff like that. I really had to commit a lot more to turn to the corners, so that I have to work on. It's good to know I did that from practice, so that when qualifying comes, I know I can send it a little bit harder to get a better lap. Hopefully in qualifying I have no one in front of me that'll slow me down, but again, it's just exhibition, so I don't really care. But yeah, we'll see how that goes, and I'll talk to you guys when we get back from qualifying, I guess. Alrighty, here we are for qualifying for the exhibition race. Qualifying is one of the more important times of the event, because that is where you set yourself for pole position, and pole position is usually the better position to be at the beginning of a race. Here's another spin from one of the newer members that are joining. That's not me trying to make fun of anybody. This is just me trying to show people that, you know, you are going to make mistakes, and mistakes are inevitable, especially when you're learning to drive these karts. Karts are a lot of fun. They're quite easy to drive, but there's a little bit of a learning curve that you have to get over to learn. And then here, like I said before, everyone makes mistakes, and this is a big mistake, especially from somebody like me who shouldn't be making dumb little mistakes like this. I should know what I'm doing. So there's that as well. So don't think, you know, you're not doing well because, you know, this and that. A lot of people make mistakes. I make more mistakes than I really should for the experience, we put quotations, that I have. So everyone makes mistakes. Here I'm just trying to clean off my tires so I can get some sort of qualifying run for the following lap. That's to ensue. I do end up getting a 39.2 for my qualifying, which I am not very proud of, might I add. I really should have been getting into like mid 38s, especially a day like this. I should have been like low 38s. I really should have, because it was warm, track was clean. Maybe my kart wasn't the best, but it definitely felt good enough. Like there was definitely nothing major. Like all these karts are rental karts, so they all get beat up just because people don't really know what they're doing when they come here. So basically for people to learn, and with learning and racing, accidents are going to happen. So they can only maintain so much, so it's kind of a tough thing, but they keep them up quite well. So my kart was okay, it was good enough. I really should have had a quicker time than that, but I do end up getting pole, which is a good thing. We get pole for the race, which I'm excited about. But during the race, I'm definitely going to want to keep my pace up and not have it low in the 39s. I feel like they'll be able to catch me if I get into the 39s, but we'll see how that goes. So that's qualifying, and we'll jump into the race right after this. Okay, so we just finished qualifying. Qualifying was a little weird. I should have paid attention and realized that there's gonna be a lot of newbies at the track today, and I was riding a little too close in qualifying down the straights and stuff like that. I caught up very, very quickly. I tried to like slow myself down to like not be right beside them during qualifying, and I should have really slowed myself down even more, but it's okay. It's fine. I'll figure that out. So what happened basically was I didn't want to kill the guy into turn 4. I was braking, and then I kind of swerved around, and the cart was really loose, so when I tried swerving around, the cart kind of just went out on me, and then the car just kind of came out on me in the back, and then I lost. Whatever, it's fine. Somehow I still managed to get pole with a 39.2. Yeah, 39.290, so I got pole. I'm actually 8/10 ahead of everyone else. I think I'm the next guy has a 40.0 or something like that. So I think I'm definitely much quicker than everybody. I think I can definitely get 38s more consistently on track as well during the race. So with that, I should be able to kind of run away with it quickly, but that's if I don't get killed in turn 4. I was going to say turn 1, but I consider turn 4 kind of turn 1 because that's like when everyone starts to really pass. But yeah, so pretty much that's going to happen. We're just going to try to go nice and slow, take our time. I think turn 1 I can kind of send it with the amount of grip that I might be able to have at the beginning. So I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. Just try to make a gap like instantly, just so nobody can really be behind me and stuff like that. So well, once I get going, I should be okay. But yeah, let's jump into the race and let's see how we do for exhibition. Alrighty, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, ready for the race, and race time it is. I'm excited because it's finally a race, and I get to finally really push the cart and get more than 2 laps to practice. I can actually like push the cart and see what it does when the tires start to warm up, and that's a lot more fun than just practice and qualifying. So I love qualifying, but the race is a lot of fun too, having some actual wheel-to-wheel fighting to do. I'm going to do a little bit of a spoiler for you guys, but I do end up walking away with it just because there's an incident at turn 4, and I do end up winning this race. You can watch the full race like in full, unedited if you want. It's essentially, it looks like me just doing lapping, but there is that. So I'm going to show the first lap and last lap. I don't want to bore you guys showing you guys all these free extra laps, but I do end up just sending it into turn 4. It wasn't that fast in general, but what I think happened is everybody was just scared to like crash, because Daniel, the owner, was really like forcing it down, saying like, hey, the first lap or turn 4, you're gonna have to brake early, don't crash, 'cause it's better to, you know, stay in the race than to spin and try to pull something off. And spin, because you can always lose you can't win the race on lap 1, but you can definitely lose the race on lap 1, right? So that's like the whole thing he tries to preach, especially to all the new people, which is a great thing to teach everybody. But here I'm just going to skip all the laps until lap 8, because nothing really happens. It literally just looks like me going out for a lapping session. So if you want us for a lap, I have the link to that whole video, but there is that. Today the race did go well, obviously, for me. It was a lot of fun to really get a bunch of laps and stuff like that, and I really did not want to come here to like prove that I'm like some great racing driver, because I'm not. I just came out to really just practice. It was kind of annoying because I did end up getting, I think, about 20-second gap from the guy in second, so I really did feel bad, because I really didn't come here to show off, because I'm not good enough to really show off. But it was good to just get some practice in, and I enjoyed that a lot. I ended up almost catching the guys in the back. Also, somebody did spin in turn 4 again. It is what it is. It's going to happen. It is exhibition. I really just wanted to get some practice in. I know that's I keep forcing that down you guys' throats too, because I just don't want to make myself look too bad, because it does look pretty bad if I don't explain it. But that is the thing here. But that is the end of the race. I did end up winning. It was nice. Too bad it's not for actual points, because it would have been nice to get pole and points. But here, my buddies came to the fence and gave me a high five and stuff like that. So it was just kind of cringy, but it was cool talking about it. You can see me shaking my head. But yeah, it was kind of cool. And that's the race. And I'll talk to you guys after this. As you saw, I won, but it's just exhibition. I was driving with a lot of rookies, so I'm gonna take this win with a grain of salt. Not that these guys are bad, but they're all learning, and you know, I just came out to really just get my feet wet and, you know, get the muscles going and learning and stuff like that. Like during the race, I realized that I kind of got a little bit more like confident in the race. Usually I don't really brake for turn 4 and stuff like that. I just didn't want to go right away to, like, you know, no braking and stuff like that. And as the race actually went on, I started driving much quicker. I ended up, I think, with a 38.4 with my fastest lap, which for my first time back out, I'm actually pretty happy with that time. My qualifying, I knew instantly I knew I was driving, I'm much faster than a 39.2 or whatever it was, so I wasn't too worried about it. It really did not show how quick I was compared to those guys. I think I gave them a little bit too much hope with that time, but me making a mistake, spinning, dirtying my tires and stuff like that was a thing too. So, but the race went well, everything went well. Got to see all my buddies. Today is Saturday. Usually I'm supposed to be here Sundays because of autocross and stuff like that. Also, Mother's Day is kind of messing up the my Sunday exhibition, so I'm not gonna be able to go up for that. I was actually gonna go to both just to, you know, get practice and stuff like that, but I won't make it. I have Mother's Day and a baptism as well, so it's quite a quite a day. That day is gonna be no go-karting for me, but yeah, the race went well. Not much I can say. It was really boring kind of to watch probably, but the cart was turning to the right a bit, so it was kind of annoying. My shoulders definitely got to work out. That was not fun, but it was a good race. At the end of the race, it was kind of funny when my buddies kind of all high-fived me and stuff like that. That's never happened before, but they were a little excited for me, so that was fun. But yeah, anyways, this is a good video. Good first day back out. It's dark outside. It's gonna get dark as I get home, so that's not gonna be too fun. It's probably around 9 o'clock, so yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. New season's upon us. I can't wait to get it going and see what I can do this year. So yeah, see you guys next time.